Dance, defined as the movement of the body in a rhythmic way, to music, and within a given space, for the purpose of expressing an idea or emotion, releasing energy, taking delight in the movement itself. Dance is a powerful impulse. It knows every age, class, gender, culture, and ethnicity. Dance needs no translation. The language of dance speaks to us all. In ancient Greece, Aristotle stated that dance is rhythmic movement whose purpose is to represent men's characters as well as what they do and suffer. With this, he refers to the central role the dance played in classical Greek theater, where the chorus, through its movements, reenacted the themes of the drama during lyric interludes. But in recent times, science has revealed that dance as a human impulse has even more important connotations. A study published in the Public Library of Sciences Genetics Journal of 2006 suggested that long ago, the ability to dance was actually connected to the ability to survive. Yes! Dancing was a way for our prehistoric ancestors to bond and communicate, particularly during tough times. As a result, scientists believe that early humans who were coordinated and rhythmic could have had an advantage. The DNA of a group of dancers and non-dancers were examined. It found that the dancers shared 2 genes associated with being good social communicators. The dancers also had high levels of serotonin, known to boost moods in humans and mice. According to Stephen J. Mithin, an archaeologist at the University of Reading, as far back as 1.5 million years ago, early humans may have danced to attract a mate. A more recent study suggests babies are born to dance, with the ability to bop to the beat as young as 5 months old. Of course, not everyone is born with as much ability as the best dancers, and there is one genetic factor that seems to decree a difference: body symmetry. Research has shown that dancers are more symmetrical, and they speculate that higher body symmetry might also indicate better neuromuscular coordination. This may influence dance ability, since attractive dances can be more rhythmic and more difficult to perform. Dancers use movement, usually to the accompaniment of music, to express emotions and tell stories. There are a variety of dance types. Ballet, tap, jazz, flamenco, samba, belly dancing, burlesque, ballroom, salsa, and many others, including free-form dancing and improvisation. To be a dancer, good rhythm and timing is required. Dancing involves hard work, concentration, focus, and years of training. Most have danced since a very early age and trained for 5 to 7 days a week until they graduate from high school. Then, if they want to be a professional, they will continue to train either by taking university or college programs. Some dancers start auditioning and booking professional work right away, while others, it takes more time to hone their craft. But really, a dancer or any artist never stops training and learning. On average, just 10% of dancers who actively pursue a career in the field will succeed, and only 10% of those dancers have degrees. A choreographer, on the other hand, is a creator and deviser of dance. They are the visionaries. They conceive, invent, direct, and teach dance. Choreographers create original dances and put together moves in sequence for a routine. They choose music for the dance and then in some cases will audition dancers for a role. They may assist with other aspects of a show, such as lighting or costume design. They teach complex dance numbers, and sometimes they even work with performers who are untrained dancers. Social changes in the past century, such as the collapse of colonialism, the migration of different races, and the slow erosion of an international racial hierarchy, fostered a new interest in movement styles from many cultures. India, Malaysia, Africa, the Caribbean, and Aboriginal North America. What had once been ethnic became a part of the multifaceted mainstream. People of different heritages began to explore each other's dance styles. Choreographers tapped into this trend, and that is sometimes labeled dance fusion. A new type of dance emerged, modern dance. This technique of dance did not give rise to one academic code of movement like its classical predecessor. Modern dancers abandoned ballet point shoes for bare feet. It did not try to create the illusion of ease and weightlessness. Instead, strove to assert dance as an independent art form. Modern dance presented humanity in a more direct, visceral, ground-rooted manner, as dancers gravitated towards particular parts of the modern dance movement. They came to be identified as disciplines of that individual's particular movement style. Just like other professionals need to earn a living, dancers entering into a new professional venture, such as joining a company, teaching at a studio, or choreographing for a production, are facing exciting and hopefully rewarding opportunities. However, They must remember to become familiar with the legal information that could ultimately protect or destroy their artistry and creative projects. The profession of dance falls into a category of careers where it is often difficult to determine a salary, since dancers often work on a contractual basis. Professionalism. Your end of the bargain. Every dance artist is essentially an independent entrepreneur, even in context of a dance troupe or dance company. Besides actually dancing, there are many factors that are present in the execution of a performance, including hours of rehearsal and preparation. In addition to being prompt, punctual, attending rehearsals and performances as required, and of course learning the material, dancers are also responsible for ensuring that all contracts and paper agreements are signed prior to commencing the job. Verbal agreements are a good place to start, but a signed document will ultimately protect both parties. An artist should proceed with caution if the employer isn't willing to have it in writing. In 1986, responding to developing federal and provincial art policies, a small group of Ontario-based dance artists saw the need for a professional association that could establish standards for payment and working conditions, and that would organize individual dance artists into one united voice. A foundation for Canadian Association of Dance Artists was established, with the support of Dance Ontario. Here are some of those artists that made that happen. According to the recommended minimum fee payment chart by CADA Ontario, emerging and professional dancers should be paid a minimum of $23 to $26 per hour for rehearsals, $260 for performances, and $52 an hour for teaching. Dance artists and teachers should have what CADA calls a draft contract on hand. This agreement should contain information like dates, times, fees, duties, length of time that can elapse after a job is complete before payment is received, payment and rehearsal or teaching schedule. A survey by Zolu.com suggests that Vancouver, BC is the best city in Canada to live as an artist, followed by Montreal. Representing Ontario, Toronto ranks number 4 in the list, with Stratford and London in places 8th and 10th respectively. The world needs dance. In this age of technology and online interactions, we need a reminder of the importance of physical interaction and the range of communication that our bodies, in the flesh, can accomplish. We need the opportunity to silence the buzz and pings of constant notifications and instead plug into real-time theater. We need the sense of purpose that investigating a theme, attending to beauty, or watching a story can provide. Dance needs the world. An audience that pays attention, relates what's on stage to life at large, and remembers to value movement and physicality over constant entrapment in the intellect. Luckily, it's a mutually beneficial relationship.
Llevar, que suban el ritmo, que suban la música ya. Y ven a bailar, mueve la cintura, mueve la cadera, mamá. Pasito para atrás, yo le doy para adelante, tú verás la rumba que vamos a formar. Pa' arriba y para abajo, para adelante y para atrás.
Esta noche voy de marcha, voy de fiesta, de parranda, noche linda, noche brava, fantasía que no acaba. Mira a la gente que enloquece de repente y se despoja de su miedo a bailar. Noche linda, noche brava, una noche especial.
Vamos a tomar tequila, cerveza y un par de mojitos para relajar. Vamos a rumbear, que siga la fiesta, que suba la música, vamos a gozar. No puedo parar, el ritmo me lleva, la noche está buena para vacilar. Súmate mi rumba, déjate llevar.